Well, that doesn't look right. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. Today, we are doing a tune-up on a 2003 Dodge Neon. Nowadays, a basic tune-up consists of replacing the spark plugs and the spark plug wires with new ones. The reason we're doing this today is because this car is experiencing random misfires. But even with the misfires, this car is not triggering the check engine light. So I am hoping that this tune-up will fix the random misfires. The only parts we need are spark plugs and spark plug wires. But as always, buy quality parts. In my experience, whenever I buy cheap parts, more than half of the time these parts are defective and are worse than the used ones that we just replaced. For this job, you're just gonna need a few tools. First is a 5/8" spark plug socket. See it clearly? Then, a socket extension, a ratchet, and just in case, a needle nose pliers or a long nose. This job should not take more than 10 minutes. Of course, unless you run into issues, which is always the case. Start by removing the spark plug wires from the spark plugs. You do not need to mark them, as the length of the wires will prevent you from plugging them on the wrong cylinders. So you just pull them straight up like this. Now remove the spark plugs by inserting the spark plug socket in the cylinder. When you feel the spark plug socket attached to the spark plug, you can remove it by turning it counterclockwise. And there is spark plug number 1. This particular spark plug remover has a rubber grip that grips the spark plug so that you can take it off. Now sometimes it gets loose and comes out with a spark plug. Just simply take it and put it back into the socket. Repeat that procedure until you take out all of the spark plugs. Spark plug number 2. Spark plug number 3. Again, the grip came off, so just remove it from the spark plug and put it back in the socket. And spark plug number 4. The new spark plugs that I bought are already pre-gapped for this engine, so I don't need to gap them anymore. Unless you are very meticulous, you can buy a gapping tool and measure the gap again. Now, just for my curiosity, I'm gonna put them side by side with the old ones, as I like to see the difference before I put them in. You can clearly see the difference between the old spark plugs and the new spark plugs. There is a lot of carbon buildup on the old one. And it does look like it's time for them to be replaced. To put in the new spark plugs, put it in the spark plug socket and slowly slide it in the spark plug cylinder. Do not just drop the spark plugs, because if the spark plug hits the sidewalls, the gap might get changed and you're gonna have a problem with the new gap. Always be careful putting them in. Now hand tighten them by turning it clockwise slowly so you prevent cross threading. When you feel it's tight, snug it a little bit, but do not over tighten so you don't damage the engine. We're done with the first step, replacing the spark plugs. Now we'll do the wires next. Alright, now on to the spark plug wires. The spark plug wires come with two lengths, 2 short wires and 2 long wires. Make sure the 2 shorter wires go in the middle and the 2 long wires go to the outer. Just unplug the spark plug wire from the distributor. Then plug the new one in. Do the same procedure with all of the spark plug wires. Ta-da! And there you have it. That's how you replace a spark plug and spark plug wires on a 2003 Dodge Neon. So this has been another episode of How to Helen. Thank you for watching.